The purpose of this paper is to demonstrate how to format an APA-style paper using Microsoft Word 2010. In Microsoft Word 2010, our margin settings are normally preset at 1 inch left, right, top, and bottom, which is, according to APA style, what the format should be. If you're not sure, though, that your margin settings are set up correctly, you can click the Page Layout tab, click Margins, and select Normal, which is top, bottom, left, right, 1 inch margins. We also need to verify that our font style and size is correct, which should be in APA style Times New Roman 12-point font. We click on the Home tab and select Times New Roman from the drop-down list, and then select size 12-point from the drop-down arrow as well. The next thing that we need to do is set up our spacing. In the Styles group on the Home ribbon, we select No Spacing to get rid of all those weird extra little spaces that Microsoft Word likes to put in before and after our paragraphs. We also need to double space our entire document, so in the Paragraph group, we select the line and paragraph spacing and select 2.0, which is double spacing. Okay, now we're ready to set up our header. We select the Insert tab, and then we select the Header option and select Blank. Where it says Type Text, we're going to go ahead and type in the title of our header. On an APA style paper, the first part on the first page header, we type in Running Head and a colon, and then we type the title of our paper in all caps. So ICD 10 PCS Implementation is the title of my paper. Make sure you turn your cap lock key off. And then I press the Tab key to get over to the right margin, and I'm going to insert a page number. Make sure you're still in the Header and Footer Tools Design and click Page Number, Current Position, Plain Number. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to tell Word that we want a different first page header. On second and subsequent pages, we don't include this section that says Running Head. We just have the title of the paper and the page number. In order to do this, the easiest way I found is to copy my header by using Control-C on the keyboard or going to the Home tab and click Copy, and then go back to the Design tab, and we're going to click Different First Page. Now that completely erases our header, but luckily we copied it, so now we can just paste it in using Control-V on the keyboard or by selecting Home and then Paste. Okay, we're ready now to get out of our header, so we click Close Header Footer. From here we space down because we're going to go ahead and start our title page. So we space down about 4 or 5 times. We're on double space, remember, so that's actually 8 or 10 lines. And then we go to Center again by selecting Control-E on the keyboard or the Center option button in the Paragraph group on the Home tab. From here we type the title of our paper, ICD 10 PCS Implementation. Hit the Enter key one time, type your name, hit the Enter key again one time, and type the college name. Okay, so that's the title of our paper, the title page. Okay, from here we're going to start a new page. We can either do Control-Enter on the keyboard, or you can go to Insert Page Break, and that starts a new page. We're still at Center, which is good because we now need to type the title of our paper. The title of our paper is the same as it was on the previous page, so ICD 10 PCS Implementation. We also need to edit our header because remember we don't need this running head section on second and subsequent pages. So in order to edit your header, we're going to double click on the header and we just select and delete the running head portion out. Now you'll notice our page number moved over here to center. If yours does that, just press the Tab key again there right before it and it will put it back to the right margin. Okay, let's go ahead and close our header and footer. hit the Enter key again, and we need to go to the left margin, so we can either select Control L on the keyboard, or on the Home tab we can go and click the left align button. At this point we're going to hit the indent or the tab key for each line or each paragraph of our report. We can actually press the tab key each time we start a new paragraph, or we can set a first line indent, which I kind of prefer to do. To do that, go up on your ruler, and if your ruler's not turned on, just go over and click on the little View Ruler button over on the right scroll bar, and select this little top triangle that says First Line Indent. We're going to click and drag just that over to the half-inch mark. Okay, now at this point we can go ahead and start typing the first line of our report. And there should be a comma after my year. Thought I would miss that, didn't you? Okay, let's say I'm typing. Now normally you want to start off your introduction in your own words, but for the sake of time I'm going to go ahead and do this this way. And I want to go ahead and put a citation in because this information I copied from another source. I copied it directly. Or if you also paraphrase any information that you use in your report, you would need to include a citation for that to give credit to, because it wasn't an original thought. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my citation. To do that, I go out and click on the References tab. I make sure my style is in APA 6th, and you can see that there's a lot of different types and formats of reports set up there. And then I click Insert Citation. I also want to select Add New Source. From the Create Source, there's several different options that you can use. There's book, journal articles, websites, electronic source, there's art, film, interviews, and so on. This information that I'm using right in this sentence came from a book, so I'll select Book. I type in the author's name, which is Lynn M. Good. I type in the title of the book, the year 2013, Washington, D.C., publisher, Mahima Press. Okay, and then I go ahead and click OK. Once I've done that, it puts the internal citation automatically into my document, and I would need to put my punctuation at the end of this sentence. The internal citation always goes inside the punctuation, after a space after the last word. Okay, I would then hit the Enter key, and I could go ahead and start typing the rest of my report. Okay, now let's say at this point I want to add another citation. I would go to, and only about 20% of your paper should have citations and should be from other sources. You need to write your paper and make sure that it's your thoughts and your ideas and your voice, not someone else's. Okay, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and put another citation in. This one, let's say, is from a website. Okay, now my original citation that I used in the sentence in the paragraph above is here. So if this information also came out of this same book, I could just click on it and it would put that citation into my report, and I could go ahead and put my punctuation in and continue on. Okay, but I'm going to pretend that this information actually came from a website. So I click Insert Citation, Add New Source. I would click and select Website. From here I would put in the author's name, if I know that, Sally Smith. Name of the web page is AHIMA discusses ICD-10 implementation, which is the title of the page. The name of the website is a little bit different in this case because this was a journal article from that website. So I would type in the actual web page, which is ahima.org, journal, and then ICD-10 CM. Okay. You can also copy and paste your name of website in, and it makes it a little bit easier. Okay. The year was the year of the article, which is 2012. Month is June. Day is June 7th. And then the URL you would type in, actually this would be the URL as well. So I would copy that and then paste it into here. Or this, if you don't want to put the www and just put ahima.org, you could do that as well. Okay. At this point then I can go ahead and click OK, and that puts my citation in for this reference. And then I put my closing punctuation as well. Now I would go ahead and finish typing the rest of my report. Let's say I've done that. I have the required number of pages that the instructor told me, and that's not counting title page and reference pages. Okay, and then I want to go ahead and put in my reference page. So I select Control Enter on the keyboard to start a new page. I need to take out this first line indent because it's going to mess up my centering of my reference page heading. Now back at the left margin, do Control E to go to center, or click Home in the center button. And now type in the words reference page or references, and then hit the Enter key. Go back to the left margin. And then I click on Reference, the Reference tab, and the Bibliography option. Now, I don't want bibliography here because I don't want the word bibliography. I don't want Works Cited because I don't want that Works Cited. I want where it says Insert Bibliography, and it automatically will put my bibliography in, or my references in, according to the format for APA style. It has them in alphabetical order by author's last name, and it's in hanging indent format where the second lines and every line thereafter are indented. Okay, now this pretty much concludes our paper. I've shown you how to put in the header, I've shown you how to put in the title page, I've shown you how to put in the references, and I've shown you how to put in your reference page. See, it's not as difficult as you thought, is it?